Akash Shinsi, the real reflection of you. All right, New York City bound, or maybe not bound, already in New York City today. And right now I am hanging outside of the venue of which I'm a production manager for some off-Broadway play. Never in a million years did I imagine I would be doing something like this, but here we are. So I was going to talk today about this idea of not allowing like what someone else responds to you to dictate how you feel and just really anything about you, you know. I've been incredibly social over the past few days. Really just setting aside like rather large chunks of time simply just for that purpose. And I think it's a good thing. You know, I think it's really important to be social. I find myself really enjoying it. Now I know that not everybody feels that way, but I really love just learning about people, hearing their stories, and seeing what they're all about, you know. And it's fun to me, you know, more than anything. I get some good energy out of it. So nonetheless, sometimes I'll notice that when I'm talking, well, people either like their eyes will glaze over, maybe a little bit. Not so much eyes glaze over. It's more of like one of those, you know, stuff like that. In essence, I mean, it's not always, but it's sometimes, you know. And it's all good, you know. I know I'm not for everybody, and I tend to have a bit of maybe a slightly abrasive personality at times, look, etc. You know, it's definitely not for everyone all the time, and that's all right. But what I have noticed is that even the times when I get quote unquote like good reactions from people, well, they'll like stop, turn around, and like want to talk to me and whatever. It really doesn't say much about me, and that's been a big piece of learning, I guess, is that you can't really take anything personally, you know. And that applies with everything though. There's times where things are going on in life and you think it has to do with you, and it might involve you, but more often than not, it really has less to do with you or nothing to do with you, and more so to do with the other person. And that's the really strange thing about human relations, human dynamics, relationships, these types of things, is that, yes, there is an aspect of it that is within one's control completely, right? How I conduct myself, how I govern myself, etc. 100,000%. But then there's a huge component that is completely outside of my control, domain, etc. And that's just it, you know. There's nothing more to really say about that, you know, but I'll still find a way to say something about it. I've also been spending a lot of time in the woods, almost daily. I find myself, as you guys have been seeing from a few of the videos, for whoever watches, you know. Really, I don't know if anybody watches, but it says some people watch from time to time. I just find myself recharging there and relaxing and enjoying it. So that's what I really like about being there, is just that I feel alive, unlike any other. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel very alive in the city right now, but it's a different type of alive. So the other thing I'm also really focusing on is making sure that no matter where I go, no matter what's going on around me, that I stay pleasant within, and sometimes that's harder than others, and that I maintain a great attitude. And I think I talked about this a couple of days ago, but doing whatever I can in the moment that I'm in to just maintain a phenomenal attitude and to enjoy myself, to be pleasant for myself, you know. And obviously it has effects outside of me, you know, but for me. And I notice that it's a practice, you know. It's never gonna work always, and more often than not, it's probably gonna be not not happening, you know. My mind will say one thing, this, that, the other, or whatever. But that's a practice, for me. So that's where I'm going to leave it today, is on that practice of feeling good, being pleasant for myself, and maintaining that amazing attitude of enjoying myself and having fun wherever I'm at, even if it's for these only for these few moments of the whole day. At least those moments I had some solace and a good attitude. Keep up, thrive, and stay sexy.